Very good morning, children. In today's class, we will be discussing about the plastics. So, generally, plastics nowadays everything we are seeing with this total things are most are made up of plastics only. So, what are plastics means? Plastics are polymers. Plastics are nothing but they are the polymers made of a very large number of small units. Okay, plastics are nothing but polymers. See, chairs, tables, water pipes, everything we are seeing in the form of plastics only. Polymers, they are nothing but polymers, and all the plastics will have the same arrangement of polymers only, same structure. Either like this linear, this we call it as a linear structure of the plastics, or crossed link structure. Okay, like this, the crossed link structures. So what is a plastic means what? Plastic are the polymers which are made up of a very large number of polymers. Small units joined together are called as polymers. Okay, to form long chain. Either it may be linear one or it may be a cross-linked arrangement. Cross-linked arrangement. So that is a plastic. So note down what is a plastic means. Plastics are polymers. Plastics are polymers. Plastics are polymers made up of a large number of small units joined together to form long chains. Okay, so these are nothing but the plastics. So what are plastics means? Plastics are the polymers made up of large number of small units joined together to form long chains. Okay, all plastics will have the same type of arrangement units. All plastics will have same type of arrangement of units. Okay, all the plastics will have the same types. They may be linear or cross-linked arrangements. They may be linear or cross-linked arrangements. See, plastics means they are the polymers. How they are arranged? Either like this or like this. Linear, we call it as a linear, straight chain, or a cross-linked chain. Okay, plastics are the polymers which are made up of large number of small units joined together to form long chains. And we have the conclusion: all plastics will have the same type of arrangement of units. They may be linear or cross-linked arrangements. Okay, generally what happens with the plastic, when you heat the plastic, they will become soft, and on cooling they will become hard again. Okay, so before we enter into the detail, you note down so that I can clean the board, and again we will go for the next discussion. Now The next what we had, so now you understood what is a plastic. Plastic are nothing but the polymers, which are small units joined together either in linear structures or cross-linked structures. And all the plastics will have the same type of arrangement. And what we are saying, a plastic is a synthetic material which on heating gets soft and it can be molded to the designed shape. So whatever the shape we require, it can be molded. You can see different types. Toothbrushes are there and they are straight off shape. If you take plastic boxes, okay, some are rectangle, some are square and some are round one, and toys are there. So all these are made up of plastics. So what we can conclude with that, plastics can be molded on heating. Okay, so what I can write, a plastic is a synthetic material. A plastic is a synthetic material which on being heated becomes soft. It can be molded into desired shape and then again hardened to provide durable article. Durable means long lasting. Durable article. See, I am saying that plastic when be heated it becomes soft. Again on cooling it becomes hard. And whatever the shape you need, it can be molded. You can see in your home only the various plastics you are using will have different types of shapes. Tables are having one shape, chairs are having one shape, the glass tumblers are having one shape, bottles are having one shape, and some utensils or storage containers, all these are having different shapes. And this property, okay, the property of molding the plastic into required shape on heating, that is called as plasticity. What we call it as plasticity. Okay, plasticity is nothing but, okay, plasticity, we call it as plasticity. Okay, plasticity means what? This property of molding the material into the required shape on heating, that is called as plasticity. So the property by virtue of which a substance can be easily molded into sheets or drawn into fibers on heating is called plasticity. Okay, see, plasticity, I said whatever the shape you require you can form on heating, that is the definition of the plasticity. And the examples of the plastics are backlight. We will have the explanation whatever the examples I am writing now. Backlight, polythene, terling, and next PVC, that is polyvinyl chloride, are examples of plastics. See, these are all the examples of the plastics, and we have kinds of plastics. Kinds of plastics. Okay, there are two kinds of plastics. One is thermoplastics, and another one is thermosetting plastics. Thermosetting plastics and thermoplastics. See, in general, thermoplastics and thermosetting plastics, generally plastics will create so much of pollution. Okay, usage of plastics now. Government of Indian government has banned vast usage of clothing covers. Instead of that, they are recommending jute bags and everything. Why means because of these plastics only. There are two kinds of plastics. One is thermoplastics and thermosetting plastics. The plastics which can be reusable or nothing but thermoplastics, and the one which cannot be reusable or thermosetting plastics. Okay. Once if you heat and mold them, again after again heating, again you can mold them into different. See, on a water bottles it is given crush the bottle. That is reusable. Okay, but some chairs, they are not reusable. Table, the plastic which is used, they are not reusable. So that is the difference between thermoplastics and thermosetting plastics. Thermoplastics means the plastics which can be heated and can be molded as per the required one, and after using they can be again heated and remolded into the different uses one. Okay, so reusability is there. We can reuse them. They can be recycled plastics. In a simple word, we call them as recycled plastics. Thermoplastics are recycled plastics, and they can't resist to high temperature. Only up to some temperature only they can withstand. Those are called as thermoplastics. Whereas thermosetting plastics, okay, which one molded, suppose if they are molded as a table, again if the table is broken, again if you want to remold the plastic, means we can't remold it. So that is called as thermosetting plastics. In thermosetting plastics, recycling is not possible, and they even at any temperature, at any high temperature also, they can withstand their size and shape. Suppose if you burn a toothbrush, okay, it will melt. Is it or not? But there are some plastics which can't melt at all. Suppose you take switchboard one. If you take the switchboard one, backlight and melamine they are used. Okay, these are not melted. At a high temperature they do not. They have high resistance at high temperatures. So these are the things. Just you make a note of these, and the remaining I will make a note. I will give you the point definition of thermoplastics and thermosetting plastics, and also I will give you the examples for that. And I will post one chart, differences between thermoplastic and thermosetting plastics. You have to write in your note. Whatever I am teaching, you please make a note of all these points. Okay, now we will be seeing the definition for the thermoplastics. So what are thermoplastics? What I have said, which can be melted repeatedly, means they can be, suppose if you prepared one shape, if you don't like it, again you can melt it, again you can make it. So they can be melted repeatedly and they can be hardened on cooling and can be molded as number of times you need. Means they are perfectly recycled materials and they can withstand only to some temperature, less resistant to high temperatures. So thermoplastics, plastics which easily get deformed on heating and can be bent easily are known as thermoplastics. These can be molded into different shapes again and again. By repeated heating and cooling. That is, can be recycled. Examples of thermoplastics: polyethylene, PVC. Already I said it is polyvinyl chloride. See, for water pipes and that purpose we will be using this polyvinyl chloride and polystyrene. Polystyrene is used for making tape recorders. Previously we have audio tapes. So for that purpose it is used, and for making the polythene bags, gunning these plastic urea bags and everything, polystyrene they will be using. The next, thermosetting plastics. Thermosetting plastics. So these plastics which once molded into shape, plastics which once molded into shape do not become soft on heating and cannot be molded again are called thermosetting plastics. Okay. They maintain their they maintain their shape and size even at high temperatures. And the example are metalite, and melamine and formica. See, all these shapes you can see, as you are not available in the physical classroom, we can't show you, but you can go on Google and make a backlight. They will show the switchboard type it will be, and melamine and formica. When once if you get the uses, you can understand note down these points. Thermoplastics and thermosetting plastics. So I can say a simple word that plastics have become a part and parcel of our daily life. You can see your total house, at least 50% of the things are of plastic only. Why that much of demand for the plastics means, first, plastics are non-reactive. Plastics are non-reactive. They do not react with air, water. Okay, so that's why they do not get corroded. Do not get corroded. Okay, so that is the reason why we are giving that much of preference to the plastics. Means, suppose if you use metal boxes, iron boxes, if they get in contact with the air and water, they get rust. We need maintenance for that. We have to color them. And again after some time we can't recycle them. But whereas in plastics, what is the thing means, they do not react at all. They are non-reactive. So they do not get corroded. So you can see most of the examples, PVC, water pipes. Okay, for water pipes we are using, they do not get corroded. And black color for storage of water tanks and sanitary fittings. Okay, for sanitization and sanitary fittings, all these are made up of plastics only, most of them. And soles of the shoes and sandals also are made up of plastic only. Soles of shoes and sandals are being made up of plastic only. And we have raincoats, handbags, bathroom curtains. Is it or not? Raincoats, handbags, bathroom curtains, all these are made up of plastic only. Why these are means, they are non-reactive, they do not get corroded. That is the major reason for the plastics. And one more thing is, plastics are cheaper at cost. Okay, plastics are cheaper in cost. Okay, they are cheaper in cost, and most of the things are plastics are lightweight. The best example is a thermopole. You can see for TV packing or cell phones, wherever you can see, the cheapest one is the thermopole. Okay. So, and it is used for disposal of cups also, packing material. Okay, used in disposable cups, some of packing material. This thermopole sheets we are using, is it or not? Okay, packing material for cell phones, TVs, refrigerator, all these are we are using because of them. And one more thing is, plastics are strong and durability is more. Okay, plastics are strong and durable. Long lasting they are. Okay, so that is the major thing. Why these are all the properties and the uses of plastics. Okay, these are the properties and uses of plastics. Okay, properties and uses of plastics. See, generally our dinner sets are there now. Unbreakable dinner sets. Okay, dinner sets which are unbreakable. They are made up of melamine. Okay, melamine is a type of plastic only. Okay, mostly for decorative items. For all those purposes, we will be using melamine. And for making carry bags. Carry bags are made up of polythene. Okay, polythene covers we call now. So that is made up of the plastic polythene, and these taps, carry bags, taps, all these are made up of polythene only. Adhesives, we call them as adhesive taps. Okay, adhesive taps and everything. Generally, tapes also we use for joining the things. Okay, black color, red color tapes, adhesive tapes we call them. So that is made up of polythene only again. And pipes, okay, PVC pipes and everything. And the toys are also used for making. Okay, what PVC is used in toys, pipes, water pipes. All these are the uses of the plastic. And you can see nowadays nurses, when you see in the primary health centers, ice box will be there. That ice box is made up of backlight. Okay, ice box is made up of backlight. So why these are means they are poor conductors of heat. Okay, backlight in ice box. Okay, and in cooker base also we use. For cooker, black color handle is there now. Handle of cooker. Okay, handle of cookware. Okay, that is what black color one you will see now. That is backlight. It is made up of backlight only. Okay, cooker handles. So why plastic is a poor conductor of heat and electricity? See on the wires, you can see on wires also we are making plastics. Is it or not? Plastic covering is the red color, white color, blue color. Color wires are there now. All these are nothing but insulating material. So those are the things. And switchboards, all these are made up of backlight only. Okay. So this is all about the plastics, and I will be sending you 2 charts regarding the plastic uses. You can write them very clearly. And for non-stick cookers, see non-stick pans are there now. Non-stick pans. That is Teflon. Black color one will be there. It is made up of Teflon plastic. Okay. Teflon plastics we call them. So you can have this, and I will be sending you along with this video 2-3 important charts so that you can make it a notes of those all. So after writing this in the notebook, you have to learn clearly. Okay, and I will be sending you 2 or 3 photo stamps of backlight and everything. I think you have understood. Okay. So what are the characteristics of the plastics? Means plastics are non-reactive, they do not corrode. Plastics are cheaper in cost, plastics are lightweight, plastics are strong and durable, and plastics are poor conductors of heat and electricity. Okay, plastics are poor conductors of heat and electricity. That point also you note down. Plastics are poor conductors of heat and electricity. Okay, PVC is used as an insulation material. Hope you have noted this. So these 2 points you can note down. What are those? PVC is used for as an insulation material. Okay, insulation means poor conductor of heat and electricity. Insulation cover for electrical wires. Okay, plastics are poor conductors of heat and electricity. Okay, plastics are poor conductors of heat and electricity. So backlight is used for making the switches also. Electrical switches and plugs. These are made up of backlight only. Okay. We have the floor tiles and everything. No, those are made up of what? PVC. Again, see, we have HDPE and LDPE type of plastics. HDPE and LDPE plastics. Okay, so what it is HDPE and what is LDPE? You can see high density polyethylene. This is high density, that is a high density polyethylene or polythene. Polyethylene or polythene, whatever it means. This is low density. LDPE means low density polyethylene. Low density polythene or polyethylene, whatever it is correct only. Polythene or polyethylene, both are correct only. HDPE means this. Okay, and we have PET bottles. PET. What does the PET stands for? Polyethylene terephthalate. Polyethylene terephthalate. PTHALAT. Polyethylene terephthalate. PET bottles we call. Okay, polyethylene terephthalate, that is. See, PS means polystyrene. PVC, polyvinyl chloride. PVC, polyvinyl chloride. PP, polypropylene. Okay, the uses of this I will send in the form of table. You can write directly. So this is about the plastics part 1. In the part 2 we will see about the problems created by the plastic and what are the environmental solutions for the plastics, that we will be seeing. Before going to that, we should have some definitions of biodegradable and non-degradable also. After that, you can note down this table: different types of plastics and their uses. Polyvinyl chloride, polystyrene. Okay, these uses you can note down. Different types of plastics and their uses. And this one also, this table also, difference between thermoplastics and thermosetting plastics. Difference between thermoplastics and thermosetting plastics.